Okay, this is a little extension to lesson 8 where I'm going to be going over this example in depth. Y equals sine of x times y. Now, in the previous video, I took you through a lot about what implicit derivatives are and ran through some somewhat complex examples, and so I wanted to make it really clear the 3 steps that you're supposed to do. So, to begin with, let's apply the d by dx to both sides. So let's separate this out. So we have y equals sine x times y. So if we do a d by dx to both sides, what are the results? Well, first on the left side, this y just gets absorbed right into the d by dx to become dy dx. But on the right side, we get something entirely different. We use the chain rule. So we ignore what's on the inside here and we just worry about the outside. Take the derivative of the outside. So the outside derivative is going to be cosine x times y. That's what we're going to get. And then multiply that by the derivative of the inside. So the derivative of the inside, we'll use our product rule. The first term's derivative is 1 times the second term, y, plus the first term times the derivative of the second term, dy dx. So we can rewrite this as y plus x times dy dx. And so I'm going to do a little cutting here and a little cleanup, and then I'll get and so we write this. That's our inside that we multiplied by the chain rule. So we did our first step, take the derivative of both sides, so that's done. Now the second step is to get the dy by dx terms on one side. So this is already by itself over here, but we can see that we have another dy by dx in here. So let's multiply this out. Multiply the first by the first. This cosine x times y. We get y times cosine x times y plus x right here, x times cosine x times y times dy by dx. So now what we're going to do is take this term by itself and subtract it and move it over to this side along with the dy by dx over here. So what we get is dy by dx minus x times cosine x times y times dy dx equals y times cosine x times y. And so now we go to step 3. We've got the dy by dx terms on one side, so now we factor out dy by dx. So we have one here and one here. And so let's make some room. I'm going to clear out what we have up here. And move this up. Alright, that looks much nicer. So now what we have left is dy dx times 1 minus x times cosine x times y. And then this is factored out over here, equals y times cosine x times y. Now finally, we just divide this segment over here, divide it onto the other side, and what we have left is dy dx equals y times cosine x times y divided by 1 minus x times cosine x times y. Now, what remains is our derivative. This is a simplified form of it. And so, what this tells us is, for this implicit function, y equals sine x times y, if you give me an x value and a y value that forms an equality here, I can tell you the tangent line there by just plugging it into this right side. I plug in the y here and here, and the x here, here, and here. So if you just plug those values in, you get your derivative. So I hope this was helpful. This is, I think, an interesting exercise in derivatives, and as long as you understand this, it doesn't really get any harder than this after the chain rule. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be talking about related rates, some applications of derivatives. Alright, thanks for stopping by, and have fun, good luck.